Joins us now. Gavin, has Pascal Donoghue clarified then whether more money is going to be made available for this?
Not at this point, Colette. He hasn't clarified whether he is going to sanction any more money, and this is likely to become a bit of a political issue in the months to come, because yesterday Helen McEntee said that IPAS, the state agency responsible for dealing with asylum claims, was resourced this year to try and process around 14,000 asylum applications. Now that's a significant increase on the resourcing for 2023, when they were able to get through about 8,500, but 14,000 is significantly short of the estimated 20,000 asylum claims that the Irish government is now anticipating to receive this year. And that means there's likely to be many questions around whether it's possible for the Department of Justice and IPAS to get extra resourcing, something Pascal Donoghue said he was anticipating being asked for, but not committing as to whether he'd give it.
The Department of Justice, understandably, will continue to make the case for additional funding. But if you look at the funding that they have received in recent years, there has been very significant increases in their budget. And in turn, what we have done is made the funding available to those parts of the Department of Justice and those agencies of the Department of Justice that have to deal with the impact of so many people coming to our country seeking refuge. I will continue to treat the funding needs that the Department raises with me in the budgetary process with the seriousness that they deserve.
Now, that comment about the budgetary process may mean that it is a while before we find out if any more money might be given to the Department of Justice and to IPAS, because ordinarily the budgetary process is what concludes on the second Tuesday in October, and many people within government and indeed among opposition parties might doubt whether it's possible for IPAS to hold on that long for more resourcing, given the urgency of more resources to deal with the rising number of claims as they come in. That's likely to be discussed this afternoon at a Cabinet subcommittee on migration. Ministers responsible for the integration area due to gather in government buildings at around about 2:30. Interestingly, last night, Micheál Martin, the Taoiseach, telling the Fianna Fáil parliamentary party that communication on asylum had been weak and calling for a COVID-style response by means of overall government communications on this issue. That is seen in some quarters as a bit of a smackdown on other members of Cabinet and their abilities to communicate. We should see whether that is followed up behind closed doors this afternoon.
Our political correspondent Gavin Riley, thank you for all of that.